Hello, let me show you Project Ride. I'm making this video 4 years later. Um, actually 5 years later now. Yep, 5 years later. Um, the game is lost and is no longer being developed because the project is gone. All the files related to it are gone. And it's a lot of work that's just gone. Like looking at it, you anybody who knows anything about Unity see a bunch of free assets, but I'm a programmer, so a lot of what I do is in the back end. Um, so let me show you the first version, um, the first demo. These 4 demos that I have are really just to show off, well, not really show off anything. Really, it was just me testing. I was just this is back when I first started using Unity. Actually, no, I was actually using Unity several years before that. Yeah, I was using Unity. I started using Unity almost back in 2014, so about 8 years, if my math is right. Um, and I spent my first years of Unity just learning the engine, and then I started working on a project that I actually was, planning on finishing, but things didn't go as planned. That's enough of my background. So you can see I have turrets that shoot at different intervals. Um, you have a character you can move around. Um, I recommend if you do for some reason want to try these out, using the GameJolt client and a USB controller for the best experience. That's the first version. That was really just the first scene I made for this project, or like a kind of a proof of concept. The second version, there's actually 3 levels and 2 enemy variations. Um, this one I had added some amount of hit detection, some block and stuff. I'll show you more of the controls in this one. This one's in a much better state. So right now this is the main menu and it's paused. Give me a chance to show you the controls and a little more interface. So you can see here in the corner there's a top-down camera, so you can kind of see where things are coming from. This was an earlier idea. I was like, how do I make a mini map? And my conclusion then was to just take a camera, face it downward, and make it orthographic, and put it in the corner of the screen, which for the time wasn't bad. It works and it does what it needs to do. Um, so here's the character. That is a free asset, and the animations were free assets. But I did put a lot of work into the animation controller because I was learning more about animation at the time. So you can press if you're on if you're using a PS4 controller. But honestly, the buttons are in the same place if you're using an Xbox. So A, B, X, Y, or X, circle, square, triangle, it all translates. So you press square, or X. I'm going to use PlayStation. Square on PlayStation to block. In this version of the game, all it does is just make you invincible. Then X to do the basic attack. This is just 2 swings. Then circle for overhead and basically cooler attacks. If you press, I think it's X circle, he does a kick. That's where a lot of the work went into trying to make a combo, like a very early beginner combo system. So it's really just that kick, which is like the hidden combo, and then there's circle, circle, X. All right. Let me see if I can get it here. Circle, circle, X. Nope. It's circle, circle, circle. There we go. Yeah. Circle, 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 X. And I had planned for him to fire an attack out of that. He would shoot like a special wave or special ball or something. So here's the initial level. And the turrets will shoot at you and fire. You just gotta dodge them, or you can block them. Or you get hit, you take some damage. You'll be stunned. This was very early on. Let me see if I can kill this. I could not. Okay, I killed it. And then when you kill them, they explode. And then I guess I actually had 4 levels in here, not actually. And the goal was basically to not die with your 3 lives and kill all the enemies. I actually had a tank. You hit him 3 times and then he would explode. And then the final level, he had, I think, 9 turrets. No, more than 9, I think. 3 there, 3 there. 6, 7, 8 turrets. And a tank, all firing at you at once. Which was honestly kind of hellish. Then we move on to project number 2, which I actually don't remember. I just ran through these, but I actually forgot what project number 2 was, or number 3, the 3rd version. Give it a moment to load. WebGL takes forever. Like I said, I was just learning how to use the GameJolt interface. Okay, just took a while to load. Where is the sound? Honestly, this version will be the same as 3.0, so I'm not going to show you much for this. It is not working as intended, and the resolution is terrible. But you can see it's a big step up from what that was. Let's go ahead and launch this. Okay. Inputs are set except for fastest. This by far is the best version. 4.0 is my favorite, but you'll never know why 4.0 is my favorite version because it's locked behind, you'll see, but the controls are broken for it. So as you can see, there's sound. I don't know why there's no sound on the WebGL versions, but let me show you what's in 3.0. So let's load up level 1 here. We have sound. Let me just run. So the goal was to survive, not getting shot at, and make your way to the exit. Let me find that exit. this was just making this project gave me a lot of experience with a lot of things. I know it looks like crap, but this was my this was basically how I learned, and I wish I still had that project because, you know, it's not like I forgot it. It's just there were some tricks I did that were pretty useful. And you can see that the experience system was working. Well, you know, that's simple. Honestly, yeah, a lot of this stuff is pretty simple stuff. Like, very, very, very basic, simple Unity stuff. I wasn't focused on graphics. I was just focused on getting the gameplay solid. Because I'm not an artist, I'm just a programmer. Let's see if I can make it there without dying. Because I want to hang on to my lives. You would notice that the point system is broken. It just says random numbers. Oh yeah. Also at this point, from this level on, you have a gun, you can shoot, which I should have added into the prior levels. Well, then watch it shoot off into the distance and look at it reflect on the water. The water was free acid. I forgot there are tanks behind me. So let's move on to the final boss. You just need to shoot the boss, I guess, 2 times? Okay, let me just level myself up real quick before I step into this last one, so I have enough health. I killed the boss so quickly I didn't get to see any of its attacks. But you'll get to see plenty of that in the next stage. So here you get the face off against the mighty boss. He'll fire a lot at you while also getting shot at. And you'll have to face off against, I think, 5 rounds of this. And each one increases in health. And that's the attack button? What's block? Okay, circle is block. Okay. Oh wow, that took out a lot of health. Yeah, that took out a... Oh, okay. That took out quite a bit of health. I may die here. Really, the thing that I'm looking for my last project was the AI, but you know, I just gotta swallow my pride and remake it from scratch, which really isn't a big deal. I am currently working on another project. I'll just say it's a card game, but instead of like a usual card game, you'll actually fight and stuff. It's like a fighting game slash card game. And now that everything's dead, we can just hop in here and watch the credits roll. And I've already showed you some of the attacks. Let's see if it still works here. I just wanted to know. No, they actually do not, because she doesn't go into which doesn't go into the other animations on the overhead. Oh, it shows she has more attacks. She just did them. Well, that's the end of that. And levels complete. And then my credits, which probably no one has ever seen. Thank you for playing. It means a lot that you played to the end. The game is still far from complete. The game is pretty much gone forever. I'm working hard on this in other games. I'm not working hard on this because it's gone. In the future, I'll have a team to back me up. And I do have some team, but for now I'm solo. And I hope you continue to follow my progress. There are a lot of things being worked on. True. If you are interested in what I'm working on, please follow Scaff Games on Twitter. Very true. So yes, follow Scaff Games on Twitter. Enjoy playing games. It's all harmless fun. Let's hop out of here. So I made this video just so I know a decent amount of people have taken a look at this project, but I'm not sure how many have actually played it. So I just wanted to make this video so people could actually see what it actually was. Unfortunately, a lot of levels are gone, like in the 4.0 version. I guess I'll show you here. But the problem is that the inputs for it are extremely bugged out. If I had made a .exe version of it, because maybe the inputs would work properly, but for some reason in this version the controls don't work. And since the controls don't work, you're not able to change your weapon type and shoot through the proper walls. Give it a moment to load. So here we are, 4.0. The resolution is offset, which sucks in the WebGL version. There's no audio in the WebGL version. You can jump. And rotate the camera, as you can see. Reset the camera. If we go done, okay, I died. So behind this green door, there's actually like a whole level behind here, like in a whole platforming section where you gotta like jump across things and shoot enemies, but none of the buttons for shooting work. As a matter of fact, the inputs are absolutely terrible. You're pressing up and down on the right stick rotates it instead of left and right, which is not what I wanted. If you look closely at that orb, when I press the D-pad, it doesn't change color. It's supposed to change color. That sucks. But you press R2, the level menu pops up, and you're able to go to the next levels. And as you see, it's the same levels from the 3.0 version, but now you can rotate the camera and added some objects here. And then once you start moving, get your tutorial information. You can see the exit over there. Let's go ahead and run to that exit. I don't know why the enemies aren't shooting. I don't know anything about this game really. Let's just run to the exit. You might be close. And it's broken. So yeah, the portals aren't working, which sucks. So we'll just warp to the next levels. I don't already played it. I know that in the third level that leads to the boss fights, the portals aren't working. But with the added jump and camera rotation, it does make this a little more interesting. And increase the starting mana. What the heck? That's the exit portal. I played this one earlier. I was actually trying to find the portal this time. I guess the portal is missing from this level, if you can even call it that. It's barely even a tech demo. So let's go ahead and hop into level 3. And here you can see, actually it's spawning me in a different location. It's not even spawning me on the start point, which is weird. So of course the combo system I went away with completely. I went completely on with shooting as the game mechanic. At the time I was playing Metroid Prime, and that was the biggest inspiration. Yeah, I was playing Metroid Prime for the original GameCube, and I wanted to make something like that. Using the shield will drain your mana. But yeah, this is pretty much it for this game. And that's all I can really show you. I'm showing you everything that I can actually see. These very, very, very basic tanks. But I'm working on a new project now, and I do like to look at this project from time to time, just to as a reminder of what I've learned and how I've grown. I've learned how to use switch statements and how to clean up my code and to make it run more efficiently. So yeah, thank you for following the development of SCAF Games.